Hello, English learners and practitioners. Welcome to another episode of the podcast Your English Always Better. Today, the podcast will take you on an incredible journey to Belgium, this amazing country full of beauty. In the conversation between Tom and Luna, you will learn English while discovering the tourist spots, cities, gastronomy, famous Belgian beers, and much more. It's going to be an incredible journey, and we're about to embark. At the end, we present words mentioned in the dialogue and their meanings to expand your vocabulary. Come with me because we're about to start. Let's begin.
Tom, I'm so excited about our trip to Belgium. I've been researching online, and it seems like there are so many amazing things to see and do. Brussels, the capital, is known for its impressive architecture and delicious chocolates. Plus, I heard that the Grand Place is absolutely stunning, especially at night. Have you seen photos of it? It looks like a magical place with all those lights and historic buildings.
Yes, Luna, I saw some photos and it really does look spectacular. The Grand Place is considered one of the most beautiful places in the world. It's fascinating how Gothic architecture blends with Baroque style. And we can't forget to visit the Atomium, that futuristic structure which is one of Brussels' landmarks. I read that the view from the top is incredible. Do you think we should try to visit during the day or at night? I imagine both views must be impressive.
Good question. Maybe we can do both if we have time. During the day, we can see the city in detail, and at night, the lights must create a spectacular scene. And speaking of spectacular, I'm already dreaming of the Belgian chocolates. They are famous worldwide, and it seems each shop has its own specialty. I read that Neuhaus and Pierre Marcolini are must-visits. Have you ever tried Belgian chocolates before?
No, I've never tried them, but I'm eager to taste them. I read that Belgium has a long tradition of chocolate making, and many say they are the best in the world. They have an incredible variety of flavors and textures. I'm curious to see how they compare to other chocolates I've tried. And of course, we can't forget about the Belgian beers. Did you know there are over 1,000 different types of beers in Belgium? It seems there are many bars and breweries in Brussels where we can do tastings.
Yes, I heard about that. The Belgian beer tradition is impressive. Each beer has its own specific glass, which makes the tasting even more special. I'm eager to try some Trappist beers, which are made by monks in monasteries. They say they are unique and full of flavor. Additionally, I heard that the breweries tend to be very cozy and full of history. Can we visit one and learn a little more about the brewing process?
That would be amazing. We can look for brewery tours. And speaking of beers, we can't forget to visit Bruges. The city looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale, with its canals and medieval architecture. They say it's one of the best places to try craft beers. Also, I really want to take a boat ride through the canals and explore the cobblestone streets on foot. Do you think we should book a guided tour or explore on our own?
I think a guided tour might be a good idea to learn more about the local history, but we can also set aside time to explore on our own. That way, we can discover hidden spots and enjoy the city's charm at our own pace. And since we're talking about exploring on foot, I heard that Belgium is an excellent country for walking. The cities are compact and safe, so we can stroll around comfortably. Plus, public transport is efficient, making it easy to move between cities. Have you checked how the transport system works there?
Yes, I read that the public transport system in Belgium is very well organized. We can use trains to travel between cities, and within them, there are buses and subways that take us practically anywhere. I think buying a transportation pass might be a good idea to save time and money. Also, I heard that the Antwerp train station is one of the most beautiful in the world. It would be interesting to stop by there, even if just to admire the architecture. And regarding accommodation, did you find any interesting suggestions?
Yes, I found some accommodation options that seem perfect. There are many charming hotels and inns in the city centers, and some even offer breakfast with local specialties. I was thinking of staying in a boutique hotel in Brussels, which offers a cozy environment and is well located. That way, we can explore the city on foot. Plus, I read that Belgians are very hospitable, so I'm sure we'll be well received. What do you think? Do you prefer something more traditional or modern?
I think a boutique hotel would be a perfect choice. I like the idea of staying in a place that reflects the local culture and offers us an authentic experience. And if we can have a typical Belgian breakfast every day, even better. I'm curious to try the local breads and cheeses. Oh, and the weather? Have you checked how it will be during our trip? I don't want to be caught off guard by a torrential rain.
Yes, I checked the weather. It seems it will be mild, but we should be prepared for occasional rain, so it's good to bring an umbrella and appropriate clothing. Spring in Belgium can be a bit unpredictable, but it's also one of the best times to visit, with flowers blooming and pleasant temperatures. I'm more concerned about ensuring we have enough time to visit all the main cities, like Antwerp and Ghent, in addition to Brussels and Bruges. Do you think we should rent a car or rely solely on public transport?
I think we can rely on public transport since it seems to be so efficient. Besides, driving in historic cities can be tricky, with narrow streets and limited parking. I prefer to relax and enjoy the trip without worrying about traffic. And speaking of Antwerp, I'm excited to explore the city. It's famous for its diamonds and has a vibrant art scene. Did you know that the Royal Museum of Fine Arts in Antwerp is one of the oldest in Europe? It must be fascinating.
Yes, Antwerp seems amazing. Besides the museum, I really want to visit the Diamond District and learn more about that industry. And in Ghent, I'm excited to see the Castle of the Counts and St. Bavo's Cathedral. I read that Ghent is a university city, so it must have a young and lively atmosphere. Do you think we should dedicate a full day to each city or try to visit more than one per day?
I think we should dedicate at least a full day to each city, so we can really enjoy and explore without rushing. Each of them has so much to offer, and I want to make sure we don't miss anything important. I'm also curious to try the local cuisine. Besides the chocolates and beers, I heard that Belgian waffles are a must. I'm eager to try an authentic Belgian waffle with plenty of whipped cream and strawberries. Have you found any restaurant or cafe you'd like to visit?
Yes, I found some amazing recommendations. There are many charming cafes in Brussels where we can try fresh waffles. And as for the restaurants, I'm excited to try traditional dishes like molsfriets, which are mussels with fries, and carbonade flamanda, a beef stew cooked in beer. Many of these restaurants are in historic locations, making the experience even more special. I'm sure we'll delight in Belgian food. And we can't forget to take a stroll through the flea market in Brussels, which is quite famous. Do you think we should reserve any restaurants in advance?
Maybe it would be a good idea to reserve some restaurants, especially the more popular ones, to ensure we have a table. And as for the flea market, I heard it's a great place to find antiques and unique souvenirs. We can spend a morning exploring the market and then have lunch somewhere nearby. I'm excited to see what we can find there. Also, I heard that Belgians are very friendly and always willing to help. I think that will make our trip even more enjoyable.
I agree, Tom. Belgian hospitality is something everyone mentions. I think we'll feel very welcome wherever we go. I'm so happy we're taking this trip together. It seems Belgium has so much to offer, from rich history and culture to delicious cuisine and warm hospitality. Tom, besides Brussels, Bruges, Antwerp, and Ghent, I discovered some other cities in Belgium that seem fascinating. How about we include Liège in our itinerary? I read it's a city full of history and culture, with a vibrant art scene. What do you think?
Liège sounds like an interesting addition to our trip. I heard the city has impressive architecture and many museums. I'm curious to visit the Curtius Museum, which houses an incredible collection of historical artifacts. Additionally, Liège cuisine is famous for its gaufres, which are denser and caramelized waffles. I think it would be great to try an authentic Liège waffle.
I agree. And besides Liège, I was thinking we could visit Leuven. It's a university city, known for its young and dynamic atmosphere. The University of Leuven is one of the oldest and most prestigious in Europe. Plus, I read that the city has many bars and cafes where we can try local beers. They say the Oud Market, a square full of bars, is the perfect place to socialize and relax. Do you think we should spend a night there?
Leuven sounds like a great place to spend a night. The idea of exploring a university city appeals to me, especially with all that youthful energy. Besides, the city is known for its Stella Artois beer, so it would be interesting to visit the local brewery. And since we're talking about university cities, what do you think about also visiting Namur? It's a smaller city, but it seems to have a lot of charm.
Namur sounds charming. I read that the city has an impressive citadel on top of a hill, from where we can have an amazing panoramic view of the Meuse River. I also heard that Namur is a great place for walking and cycling. We can explore the city and then relax at one of the riverside cafes. I think it would be a peaceful and relaxing experience.
That sounds perfect, Luna. And since we're exploring smaller cities, I thought we could also stop by Mons. Mons was the European Capital of Culture in 2015, and since then, it has stood out for its cultural and artistic events. Additionally, the Grand Place of Mons is known for its beauty and is a great place to appreciate the local architecture. Do you think it's worth including Mons in our trip?
Definitely, Tom. Mons seems to have a rich cultural scene. Also, I read that the city has an annual event called Du Coste Mons or Doudu, which is a unique and historical traditional festival. Although we can't be there for the event, it would be interesting to learn more about this local tradition. And since we're talking about culture, have you heard of Mechelen?
Yes, Mechelen is another city that seems fascinating. It's known for its belfries and historic churches, like the St. Rumbold's Cathedral. Additionally, the city has a strong tapestry-making tradition. It would be interesting to visit the Hof van Busleden Museum to learn more about the city's history and its contribution to Belgian art and culture. I think Mechelen could be a quick but enriching stop.
I agree, Tom. Each of these cities seems to offer something unique and special. I'm so excited to explore them all and immerse myself in Belgium's cultural diversity. Let's make sure we have enough time to enjoy each place without rushing. This trip is becoming a true cultural adventure.
You're welcome, Luna. I'm happy we're doing this together. Let's keep planning and ensure our trip to Belgium is everything we hope for and more. I'm looking forward to creating amazing memories with you. Let's pack our bags and get ready for the adventure that awaits us. Have you started thinking about what to bring?
Yes, I've started making a list. I think we should bring comfortable clothes for walking, but also some nicer outfits for dinners. And, of course, we can't forget the plug adapters and phone chargers. I also thought about bringing a travel journal to jot down our experiences and keep as a memento. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. A travel journal will be a wonderful way to remember all the special details of our adventure. I'll bring my camera to capture the most memorable moments. And we can't forget our passports and important documents. I'm so excited, Luna. This trip will be amazing.
I'm excited too, Tom. Thank you for being my partner in this adventure. Let's start the countdown.
Wow, did you notice the number of wonderful places Belgium has? I'm already planning to go there. Comment below on what caught your attention the most about this country. This way, you can also practice your English. Now, let's highlight 4 words used in the dialogue to expand your vocabulary. First word. Trappist. Meaning. Related to a type of beer produced by Trappist monks in monasteries. Trappist beers are known for being artisanal and of high quality. Example sentence. I'm eager to try some Trappist beers, which are made by monks in monasteries. Second word. Cobblestones. Meaning. Rectangular stone blocks used for paving streets. Example sentence. Additionally, I really want to take a boat ride through the canals and explore the cobblestone streets on foot. Third word. Hospitable. Meaning. People who are welcoming and friendly to visitors or guests. Example sentence. Additionally, I read that Belgians are very hospitable, so I'm sure we'll be well received. Fourth word. Caramelized. Meaning. Foods that have been cooked until the sugar turns into caramel, resulting in a sweet flavor and golden brown color. Example sentence. Additionally, Liège's cuisine is famous for its gaufres, which are denser and caramelized waffles. That's it, dear English learners. If this content was useful for you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, write in the comments about what kind of topics you want us to make videos on to help you learn English. Stay until the end of the video to see suggestions for other podcasts that will help you improve your English level. Thank you for being here. See you in the next videos.